What's up, everybody? It's Why We Love Horror Trivia. I am JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. It's an exciting night. We've made it back to another championship match, and there's lots of, there's stories. I don't know if there's lots of stories, but there are stories involved here. Aaron, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a very close match. Take your shots at home, everybody. I bought new glasses for this match. I'm just really excited for all three of these competitors. They're very, very good. They've all earned their way here, whether they like it or not. One of them does not like it and is actually not pretending they don't like it, which is refreshing for us, but not for him. And the other two want to be here and both have D's to start their names. So if you can put all that together, you belong on the show.
We're gonna catch everybody up at what Aaron's talking about as we bring in our contestants. This is a three-way match. It's the first time we've ever done a three-way match for the championship. So stakes are high. It's gonna be harder for the champ to hold on to stuff, I guess, by theory. But let's talk to the contestants first. The Cinderella story of our championship picture. He's never been here before. I think he still doesn't believe it. Dean Manness, how you feeling?
I feel great. I feel like it's a gift to be here, and I'm just looking forward to the match. Luis is very good champion. I don't think I've ever played him before in anything. He's very scary. He's just so casual and nonchalant about everything, but knows so much. So that's going to be tough. And then Dylan, I have met Dylan in real life, and we went to the West Edmonton Mall. I bought a $70 copy of Deep Blue Sea. Then we went back to Jack Pinchuk's apartment and watched Deep Blue Sea on Netflix. So a lot of good choices were made that day. So I'm excited to play them both. I'm not sure what my chances are today, but anything can happen.
Not to drag out these pre-match interviews, but Dean, I think your story is actually really good because you came into the league and I think if we rewound everything back to the first time you were here, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I started a horror podcast, and now all of a sudden you're like this name within the small bubble we have. Like, do you feel the growth, or do you still not believe it?
No, I definitely feel the growth. Some of these matches I've gone into where I've done a really good round one or round two, I was like, oh, that's what it's like to be good at trivia. You're not trying to just like grab the edge of your mind to remember a name. You just know stuff. So I don't know how that's going to go today, but I do feel like I've grown a lot. I've seen like so many more horror movies than the first match I played in this league. So it's been fun.
All right. Well, we're happy to do that. A man who never stopped growing, though, still growing to this day, scarily. Dylan Vanthuyne on location. Hi. Dylan, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Yeah, it should be a fun one. Triple threat for a title. That's pretty fun. I played Luis once in singles and went pretty well for me. I played him twice since then in teams, and it did not go well for me. So I'm feeling worried about playing him today, and worried about playing Dean as well, because he's very, very strong. And I remember when I was the champ, I called out Dean back when he was I think had a record of 0-2 because I knew he could get to this point because he's that good. So I'm excited to play him as well today. Should be cool.
Yeah, and you are a two-time champ, so you've held the belt twice. You've held the belt, lost the belt twice. One time we're not going to really count because Jeremy ambushed you. That did happen. But the other person in this league who is a two-time champion is coming in right now. It's Luis Boos.
Yo.
Luis, what's up?
Oh, man, not much. First of all, I'm always happy to be here. I enjoy these matches tremendously. I just loathe myself for staying up until 2 a.m. to play dumb trivia. That's all. I enjoy it, but I hate myself. But that's cool. This match will be very scary for me because Dean and Dylan are both way better trivia players than me. I don't know how I got into this point once, let alone twice. Doesn't really make sense to me, but here I am once again on my own.
You win every free-for-all. You win every free-for-all.
Yeah,
so that's how you think. So literally the best test of who has the broadest knowledge, you've won it twice. So I think that
it's actually it's the luckiest event known to man. We all know that. Free-for-all winners are all lucky, and what they earn after their free-for-all is all luck and doesn't count and should be struck from record books of any trivia league.
100% agree.
Yeah, I figured it would like that. Yeah. Let's get to some trivia.
Fair enough. Round number one, it's the same. actually, as normal. This is just your regular whiteboard round. 8 questions from our hand-picked general horror trivia categories. Ask a question. You'll have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard or other writing device. After 15 seconds, I'll say time is up. Put your pens down. I'll call on you one at a time. You'll show your answer. You'll say your answer. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, no harm, no foul. If you get all 8 questions right, there is a 9th bonus question. And for the duration of this 3-way championship match, all the competitors get 4 repeats and 1 challenge. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
In your first question, which comes from the realm of slasher movies, name either actor to play Detective Hobbs and Shaw in Heart Eyes.
They really named them that? That's gross.
Yeah, they are Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah,
It's one of the better parts. This is one of the better movies of last year. I don't think I got recognized on my belief on that, but
it's outside. It's outside of my top, but I like it a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Luis.
This is off to a horrible start. She's the one from Fast and Furious. I don't know her name.
That is her.
Partially.
Dylan.
I haven't seen this yet. I said Adam Scott.
And Dean.
Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa is one of them, and Jordana Brewster is the name
Thank you.
Louis looking for.
Jesus fucking
Good job,
Christ.
it's a great movie, and I think you'd like it actually. All right, question number 2. European horror. The platform refers to a moving slab constructed in the center of what type of location? So there was a second platform, and
Haven't seen it yet.
This goes into my joke. I'm pretty sure that I'm the only one who's seen it.
I plan to see it. It's very high up in the pages in Letterboxd. Like it's popular, so I should probably watch
Is it? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
looks like that takes away from my joke. I'm getting given and taken. 5, 4. Feel the growth. 3, 2, 1. Dylan.
Prison.
All right, Dean.
Prison.
And Luis Navidad.
Prison.
It's what Luis is in right now. Prison. Correct.
Yeah. Your third question, we're going around the world. Asian horror came up as well. When the team is fully assembled, how many specialists are working together throughout the events of Exuma?
5-star movie.
It rules.
Yeah.
It's like you get 2 movies for the price of 1. It's fantastic.
And the best part is if you're like, what is Exuma? If you're watching at home, you just got a great movie to watch. And it's on Shudder.
5,
Thank
4,
you.
3,
Play me off, John.
1. Da. Dean.
Great movie. I can't remember if it's 2 and 2 together or 2 and 1, but I said 4.
Luis.
I also said 4.
And Dylan.
Oh, I overshot it then. I said 5.
Yeah, you got the shaman, her assistant, the feng shui guy, and the mortician for 4. That's correct. So 4 is the correct
Right.
answer.
Question number 4 in directors. What was James Watkins' directorial debut? Does he have a movie coming out this year?
He's working on something. I forget what it is.
I thought maybe. That doesn't
I
like
think
give
so.
away this
We're-
answer.
We're going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
I believe there is something happening.
Add a pop-up video, a little blurb with the fact after.
You know, I'm going to look it up now. My autism won't allow me to not know. So,
2, 1. I do know about that tism. Luis.
Eden Lake.
All right. And Dylan.
This is not my night. I got nothing.
Dean.
I knew it sounded familiar, but I said Skinamarink.
Eden Lake is the correct answer. Fun fact.
he's directing the DC Clayface movie.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, will get me to actually watch it. Great.
Okay.
Yes.
You got my
Yeah.
money.
Your next question comes in Blumhouse. What 2010 supernatural movie is the first horror sequel produced by Blumhouse?
Is that Clayface movie coming out this year? Not this.
Yes.
Over Bummer.
2026.
Okay, great.
Is
I'm
it?
looking forward.
Yeah.
There's
I
like
imagine
no.
it's-
Yeah, that's great. I'm not going to turn this into a Clayface podcast, but
He's like my second favorite Batman villain. 5,
oh
4,
man,
3.
my second favorite is Poison Ivy.
Who's back? We're over at Dylan.
I said Paranormal Activity 2.
And Dylan. Oh, sorry, Dean.
I also said Paranormal Activity.
Dylan.
And
Dylan.
Luis.
I misunderstood the question. That is
Yeah, if you just think about it, Paranormal Activity 2 makes sense. That's correct. Paranormal Activity 2.
All right. Question 6 in sci-fi horror. What 2000 sci-fi horror film features supporting performances from John Lovitz, Christopher Walken, and Bette Midler?
These three were in a horror movie? That's crazy. My favorite Batman villain, no surprise, a man who I share a profession with, it's the Scarecrow, of course. He's my favorite. Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. I got nothing to say about these three. They're very unfunny people. 5, 4,
Christopher Walken's very funny.
3. You kind of just laughed like John Lovitz there. 2, 1.
It stinks.
Yeah. Or Dean. Sorry, everybody just wants Dylan's answers.
I couldn't get there. I got nothing.
Luis.
I said The Invasion.
All right, Dylan.
The most boring answer of them all, nothing.
All right. Those are all incorrect. The Stepford Wives, the remake.
Yeah.
Your penultimate question is in world horror. Kylie is arrested in the process of trying to steal what, leading to her house arrest in Housebound. And I'll take a couple different answers, based on what it is.
Not seen Housebound.
I think just me and Malcolm have seen it.
I've not heard of Housebound.
It's awesome. But it's been like 10 years since I've seen it.
Three.
I'll check it out. Okay.
Well, it's good. Pens down. Luis.
Yeah, like I said, it's been 10 years since I've seen it. Liquor.
Dylan.
Said art.
And Dean.
I said alcohol.
She's trying to steal an ATM machine. Specifically the cash box from an ATM machine.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And a final question in Vampires and Werewolves. Will Randall, the central character of 1994's Wolf, is a director at what type of business? Yeah, I've seen this movie. It happened.
I saw it last year for the first time.
Oh, I thought you said you saw it in theaters. I was like that.
I mean, I could have. I believe it left theaters right before I started working at one. So
yeah, no,
that's how old I am.
I was whelmed by it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I get to ask for Dylan's answer, right? Dylan.
Yeah.
Publishing company.
All right, and Dean.
I also said publishing company.
Luis Navidad.
They are both correct. I said bank.
Luis doing my job. Publishing company is correct.
Yes, Luis is correct that is correct.
Yes.
At the end of the first round, Dean has the lead, 5 to Luis and Dylan's 3s. We're going to move on to round number 2, that being our wheel round. Prior to the match, all 3 of these gentlemen gave me 1 strength. So those 3 strengths are on the wheel. And then we did kind of like a ranked voting of like getting 5 general categories. Out of all the categories everybody submitted, that chose the 5 most popular categories out of that. The player in the lead can choose the order of play. So Dean will choose that. When it's your turn, when it eventually shakes down to you, you spin the wheel. And if you like what you get, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you get 1 respin. Once you get a category, there's 5 questions to that category worth 2 points apiece. If you don't know the answer right away, you can check down to multiple choice. That makes the question worth 1 point. Be careful if you give an incorrect answer. Both of your opponents can steal. They will use their whiteboards in this 3-way match to steal the answers. And then if you do go to multiple choice, you can use 2 repeats of the options without using any of your repeats because we're just nice like that. I'm going to bring in the wheel. Dean, you get to decide if you want to spin first or defer. The categories of the wheel today, we got the 1970s, the 2010s, A24 and Neon produced. Directors, Freddy vs. Jason, that being all the movies in Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Micah Monroe acted. Psychological thrillers and the golden age of Universal monsters through the year of our Lord 1943. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I think I'll defer.
All right, Luis, as champion, you'd be the second choice. So do you want to defer to Dylan or spin first?
I will defer.
All right, Dylan, here's your first spin.
All right.
And you get A24/Neon. Do you want to keep that or defer? I mean, keep that or spin again, I'm sorry.
I'll keep it.
All right, we're going to put the wheel backstage. Aaron, I can say with confidence, you will not ask a Scream question if you read these questions.
No, that's why I own merchandise by both these production company studios, whatever they are. Dylan, you're ready for your first question, so we're going to ask it. Here it comes. Question number 1. In what type of location do Maxine and Teddy Knight kill John Labatt, the PI in Maxine?
It's like a scrapyard.
That is correct. Sorry, yeah, that's correct for 2 points. My phone turned off at the perfect time for dramatics. Question number 2. Who plays Rebecca, the dominatrix in Sanctuary?
Margaret Qualley.
That is correct for 2 points. Fantastic movie.
It's good, yeah. Underrated.
Absolutely. All right. In Together, the first time Millie and Tim stick together, what part of their bodies are temporarily fused?
Haven't seen it yet. Trying to remember the trailer. Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, mouths, B, hands, C, backs, D, legs.
Legs.
That is correct for 1 point. And the 4th question. Who directed Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
Okay, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce the last name, but I think it's Helena Rajan.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it either.
I think it's Helena Rain. I think.
Okay.
That's just yeah.
I think you're right.
And-
All right. Question 5, 5th and final question. Including Richard, how many men are in the desert home with Jen when everyone has arrived in revenge?
Three.
That is correct for 2 points and a sweep of the category.
That's a sweep, yes. Dylan getting his score up to 12 will bring the wheel back in, and choice is back over to Dean. Would you like to spin or defer to Luis?
I'll defer again.
All right, Luis, here's your first spin. You get the 1970s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll spin again.
All right, you get psychological thrillers. I don't think. I mean, I'm not going to make the Scream joke again. I know that's not in here, but I will. I'll ask these questions.
No, notice how Scream isn't in any of these categories because these men have taste.
It could come up in the 2010s, I believe, right?
Or
no,
directors.
No, it can't. It could come up in directors. Yes. Who cares though? Psychological thrillers talking about. All right. Your first question. What is the profession of Violet, the woman going on the blind date in Drop?
Oh fuck. She's like a counselor, like a therapist counselor, I guess.
I will accept any version of therapist psychologist. That is correct. Your second question. Who plays Mark, the social worker assigned to Rial and Bull in His House?
That's Matt Smith.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. How does Frederick Aberline die at the end of From Hell? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice, please.
2. Good. Give me a second because I have to paste the multiple choice in here. And there we go. I don't know why that wasn't pasted in there, but here you go. A, stabbed. B, hangs himself. C, drug overdose. Or D, drowning.
C?
C is correct. I'm sure it's like laudanum or something fancy. All right. Your fourth question. What sport does Tyler play in high school in Presence?
Yeah, I need multiple again.
Is it A, basketball, B, lacrosse, C, swimming, or D, wrestling?
Swimming?
He is a swimmer. That is correct. And your final question in the category. How does Carl kill all of his victims in 2000's The Cell?
Yeah, this one I need multiple for as well.
A, electrocutes them. B, buries them alive. C, burns them. Or D, drowns them.
A.
A is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it just write your letter answer down? A, electrocutes them. B, buries them alive. C, burns them. Or D, drowns them. I'll ask for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dylan.
Sorry, I wrote it out. Drowns.
And that's fine. Dean.
D.
He drowns them. That is correct. All right. At the end of Luis's portion, he gets a score up to 9. Dylan with the steal to 13. Dean with that steal getting up to 6. We're going to bring the wheel in one final time. Dean, here's your first spin. And you get the 1970s. Do you want that, or do you want to have Aaron boo you?
I'll spin again. Boomy, Aaron.
Boo.
And you get Micah Monroe. So put the wheel backstage. Aaron, I can confidently say, I know what movie she's not in. So here you can ask these Micah Monroe questions.
Yeah, she would never. All right. Here we go, Dean. Question number 1. In The Guest, what does David give Luke to protect him against the bullies at school? Multiple or repeat answer in 5, 4, 3.
I'll go multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, a knife, B, brass knuckles, C, a revolver, D, a taser.
A knife.
A knife is correct for 1 point. My dog's about to bark, but that's okay. All right. Question number 2. Carl Glusman stars alongside Micah Monroe in Watcher and what other horror film?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, It Follows, B, Significant Other, C, God is a Bullet, D, Greta. Five, 4, 3, 2.
C.
C is correct at the buzzer for 1 point.
He is the cult leader in God is a Bullet. Yes.
What a shitty movie that is. Question number 3. In Significant Other, Ruth lures the alien into the path of what type of animal which attacks him?
I actually did watch one of these, and it was this one. So this is a shark.
I did like that review, and that is correct. It is a shark. I'm starting to put together why people were watching the movies they were. All right, interesting. All right, question number 4 in the category. Who directed Watcher?
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
Your options are Karen Kusama, A, Karen Kusama, B, Roxanne Benjamin, C, Chloe Okuno, D, Coralie Farge.
B, Roxanne Benjamin.
B, Roxanne Benjamin is incorrect. Over to Luis and Dylan. Just write out a letter. A, Karen Kusama, B, Roxanne Benjamin, C, Chloe Okuno, D, Coralie Farge.
Count down if you want.
All right, 5. Yeah, sorry, I kind of froze there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Luis.
It's Chloe Okuno.
All right, Dylan.
C.
Chloe Okuno, C is correct. It just felt weird having my wife enter the house and not say a word to her. So like, I was just like, this is awkward. Anyways, all right. Question 5. How are Jay and her friends originally planning to kill the entity before Paul has to improvise and shoot it in It Follows?
Drown it.
That's incorrect. Over to Luis and Dylan for a 2-point potential steal. How are Jay and her friends originally planning to kill the entity before Paul has to improvise and shoot it in It Follows? And I'm going to count you down in 5, 4, 3. You're not that dumb, Dean. 2.
That was dumb.
Luis
I believe this time they try to electrocute it.
and Dylan.
Electrocution.
Electrocution is correct for the 2-point steal by Luis and Dylan, bringing the end to the round.
Yeah, drowning makes sense since they're at the pool, but they do.
I remembered the pool.
Yeah, they surround the pool with a bunch of electrical appliances.
Yes.
All right. At the end of round 2, fully, Luis at 12, Dylan in the lead with 16, and Dean getting his score up to 10. Round 3 and round 4 are the Wheel of Games portions where you could choose between 6 different games. I had these guys vote on their favorites. I believe they all voted for the same 2, just in different permutations. So for rounds 3 and 4, we will be playing clips and posters. Dylan, as the person in the lead, do you want to play clips or posters first?
Let's go with trusty old posters.
Posters. All right, here's how posters is going to work in this 3-way match. There's only one set. There's a poster worth 1 point, a poster worth 2 points, a poster worth 3 points, and a poster worth 4 points. I'm going to show you the posters. We'll wait 15 seconds. Then I'll look at your answers. If you get it right, you get that many points. That's basically how it works. And we'll just go through all 4 posters. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right. Your poster that is worth 1 point is this poster. What movie is this from?
Puzzling poster.
Very puzzling.
She's a Terminator?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Luis, what movie is that?
Escape room.
Dylan.
Escape room. Whoops.
And Dean.
Escape room.
It is all correct. They are all, that is from the original Escape Room. Your second poster, worth 2 points, is this movie. What movie is this?
I don't want to say much.
Yeah. All I'll say is it took me a while to get to this movie, and it's fine.
That might be my Letterboxd review for this movie, to be honest.
2, 1. We'll start with Dylan. Dylan, what movie is that?
I'm not sure. I just wrote terrified.
Dean.
Haunt.
And Luis.
Haunt.
That is Haunt. Those are all the killers' masks in Haunt. That's great.
I mean, it was
It's a perfectly fine slasher movie, but it's maybe like 20 years too late. I don't know. It's like it would have been great in the 80s. Here's your third movie. What movie is this? For 3 points. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go over to Dean first.
A lot of opportunity to mess this up. The House at the End of the Street.
Luis.
House at the End of the Street.
And Dylan.
Yeah, I dropped the house at the end of the street.
Actually, you know what I learned today? There actually, Dylan, I mean, Dean, you're still going to get it right. There actually is no the. It's just house at the end of the street. That is correct. But adding a the is not going to make it wrong. So everybody getting the points there.
Fuck it. All right.
And your final movie, the 4-point poster, the hard one, as they say. Aaron, hold your applause. Is this movie?
It's such a good poster.
5,
I
4.
have it tattooed on my lower back.
3.
Repeat the poster.
Yeah, you can get an extension. 15 more seconds. No problem. Starting now.
That was my full bit for this poster. So dead air time.
It is a great poster. I mean,
It's a better movie.
5, 4,
Holding
3,
my applause.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go back over to Luis. Luis, what movie is that?
In Pettigore?
Dylan?
This is not correct remotely. I said I saw the devil.
And Dean.
I have no idea. I thought there was an X in there somewhere, so I just wrote Sticks.
Luis getting it right. That's the poster for Joko Anwar's in Pettigore. That is correct.
Nicely done.
A banger.
Absolute banger. At the end of round 3, Luis with those picks up his score to 22. Dylan's at 20. Dean is at 16. So now we're going to go into clips. Clips is going to work the same exact way. I have 4 clips. They range in difficulty. There's a 1-pointer, a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 4-pointer. We're just going to get right into it. Here is your first clip for 1 point. I'll give you some time after the end of the clip. 15 seconds to the end of the clip.
It might be 1 point, but that's a 2 or 3 point difficulty clip you gave him.
I don't know about that.
Fine. I'm just being mean.
4, 3.
It's a
I'll
champion.
repeat the clip.
Sure.
I feel I was justified because how often do you have a repeat of a 1 point clip?
I will justify this after I get the answers.
Okay.
5, 4,
1 point.
3, 2, 1. Luis.
You're next.
Dylan.
The Strangers?
And Dean.
The Strangers.
Yeah, there's Liv Tyler wearing the same outfit she's wearing in the poster at the
I
very
mean,
end.
if you're like, it's like for half a second.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude. Come on.
And he was wearing a suit, too.
Yeah. You're
All
too well. Okay, I guess it can only go up from here. You're a 2-point clip.
What?
This movie should be talked about to a level that it's a 1 pointer because I don't understand why this movie isn't more beloved.
I had to cut it off there because it becomes very obvious after that point. But
So good.
But the plot's there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dylan.
So one of the things that happens in Antlers?
Dean.
I also went with Antlers.
And Luis.
Apostle?
That is Dan Stevens in Apostle. Dan Stevens shows up right after that. He's right after that. That is Apostle, though. Your third clip.
Halley's comet is now dominating the northern sky, stretching over 100 million miles across the heavens, occupying 1/6 of the entire visible horizon. On this exceptionally clear night, a group of enthusiasts are commemorating Dr. Edmund Halley's great prediction by holding an outdoor watching from the site of his original observatory at Greenwich.
This isn't a hint, but I'm finding myself liking to look at more and more movies and things that look in that quality of image.
That's correct. 5,
Yeah, it's older. Yeah, I'm really
3.
Oh, he's a repeat.
All right, that's it. Here is that clip again.
Halley's comet is now dominating the northern sky, stretching over 100 million miles across the heavens, occupying 1/6 of the entire visible horizon. On this exceptionally clear night, a group of enthusiasts are commemorating Dr. Edmund Halley's great prediction by holding an outdoor watching from the site of his original observatory at Greenwich.
Not to say obvious things, but I feel like if you've seen it, you might know it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
another banger.
1. Dean.
I think I'm stressed because I'm finding it hard to pull names of movies. Is that Life Force?
Luis.
I said Night of the Comet.
And Dylan.
I got nothing.
Dean is correct. That is Toby Hooper's Life Force.
Oh,
That is correct.
shit. Good job.
Yeah, good pull.
And your 4-point clip is this one.
Black gloves and a scared woman.
I can't imagine what country this is from.
5 stars. My actual rating for this movie.
Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah.
5. Okay. 4. No hits. 3, 2, 1.
It's obviously
Luis, which Giallo film is this?
I just went with opera.
That's ours.
Dylan
Said blood and black lace.
and Dean.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I said opera even though I knew it was wrong.
This is Sergio Martino's Torso, which is an absolute banger. All right. At the end of that round, Luis getting his score up to 25, Dylan at 21, Dean at 20. So pretty close. As we get into the final round, which are synopses. I asked for everybody to give me their top 6 synopses categories, and there's 9 total categories to choose from. We'll start with the trailing player. That is Dean. He will choose from that pool for a 2-point question, and then players progress through 2, 3, and 5-point questions. When we have a new player who is trailing, they will resume control for their lowest point value question, and they will get to choose categories from the categories remaining in the pool for those questions. And we'll go until somebody is mathematically the winner, or I've asked all 9 questions. All right, so let's bring in that pool. So, Dean, you can choose from the 80s, the 2010s, the 2020s, Asian horror, monsters and other beasts, psychological thrillers, sci-fi horror, slashers, supernatural. What would you like for a 2-point question?
2-point question. Let's try 1980s.
All right. Now, I believe. Let's see.
Yeah,
you asked him his round 2 questions. So I'll ask you these questions. Your 2-pointer in the 1980s, Dean. A programmer at a Toronto TV station that specializes in adult entertainment searches for the producers of a dangerous and bizarre broadcast. Name that movie.
Videodrome.
That is Videodrome. I'm sure Dylan's very upset he didn't get to answer that question. All right, but we will go over to Dylan next as I drop this back and I remove 1980s from the pool. Dylan, you will choose from these categories for your 2-pointer. The 2010s, the 2020s, Asian horror, monsters and other beasts, psychological thrillers, sci-fi horror, slashers, supernatural. What would you like for a 2-point question?
I'll take Asian horror.
Asian horror for 2. And I will ask you this as well. So here we go. Your 2-pointer. Yumi tries to assuage the fears of a friend who received a disturbing voicemail from herself where she screams. 3 days later, the exact call plays out and she dies. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Ju-on the Grudge.
That is incorrect. This is the plot to One Missed Call. One Missed Call.
Kashi Miike.
Yes. Well, we will stick with Dylan, and he'll choose his 3-pointer out of the remaining categories, which are as follows. The 2010s, the 2020s, monsters and other beasts, psychological thrillers, sci-fi horror, slashers, and supernatural. What would you like for a 3-pointer?
Let's go with sci-fi horror.
All right, sci-fi horror for 3. The world is under attack from terrifying creatures who hunt their human prey by sound. 16-year-old Allie Andrews, deaf since age 13, and her family seek refuge in a remote haven. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3, 2.
A Quiet Place Part 2.
That is incorrect. I figured somebody would guess A Quiet Place. This is actually The Silence. The Silence with Kieran Shipka. All right, so we'll remove sci-fi horror from the list, and we're up to your 5-pointer. Out of the remaining categories, we have the 2010s, the 2020s, monsters and other beasts, psychological thrillers, slashers, and supernatural. What would you like for your 5?
2010s.
2010. A man recently released from a mental institute inherits a mansion after his wealthy parents die. After a series of disturbing events, he comes to believe it is haunted. In that movie.
I have one repeat left, right?
You have two.
Repeat.
Third repeat. A man recently released from a mental institute inherits a mansion after his wealthy parents die. After a series of disturbing events, he comes to believe it is haunted. Name that movie. Five, four, three, two,
Last one.
last one. A man recently released from a mental institute inherits a mansion after his wealthy parents die. After a series of disturbing events, he comes to believe it is haunted. Name that movie. Five, four.
I'll say The Darkness.
That is also incorrect. This is Delirium. Delirium. So next page. We'll go back over to Dean. Remove 2010s from the list. So Dean, we're up to you for your 3-pointer. You can choose from these categories. The 2020s, Monsters and Other Beasts, Psychological Thrillers, Slashers, and Supernatural. What would you like for a 3 to take the lead?
Take 2020s.
2020s. For 3 points. A young woman goes on a solo vacation to the English countryside following the death of her ex-husband. Name that movie. Five, four, three, two,
Repeat.
1. That's your second repeat. A young woman goes on a solo vacation to the English countryside following the death of her ex-husband. Name that movie. Five, four, three, two.
God, I'll do one more repeat.
That's your third repeat. A young woman goes on a solo vacation to the English countryside following the death of her ex-husband. Name that movie. Five, four, three, two.
I'll just go Lamb.
You're the right studio. This is Men. Men.
Oh my God. Okay.
And so we're down to your 5-pointer. You have just Monsters and Other Beasts, Psychological Thrillers, Slashers, and Supernatural remaining. What would you like for your 5?
Let's see. Psychological Thrillers.
Okay. For 5. After discovering old fractures in her skull, a photographer recovering from amnesia becomes increasingly haunted by a sinister childhood secret. Name that movie. Five, four, three, two,
Repeat.
1. That's your final repeat. After discovering old fractures in her skull, a photographer recovering from amnesia becomes increasingly haunted by a sinister childhood secret. Name that movie. Five, four, three.
Oh, damn. Congrats, Luis. I can't think of anything.
And your winner, and still Why We Love Horror singles champion, Luis Boost. That is Lavender. Lavender. So we'll drop everybody backstage. We'll in order. We'll just talk to everybody. Dylan, You're going to be back again. Just like Jason Voorhees, you'll fight your way back up again. I imagine you're going to have to go through Eric this time, though. How are you feeling after this match?
I'm feeling all right. I wish I could have gone better. Usually the rounds that, like those championship rounds, the rounds 3 and 4, where I make up ground, especially in the posters round, and it wasn't there for me today. That's too bad. But yeah, I mean, Luis played fantastic. I'm happy with how I played in round 2. That was pretty solid. Yeah, just the other rounds, not solid enough.
I would say the Impedagor swing was a pretty big deal. Luis being limiting Impedagor was a pretty big deal. But like I said, you'll be back. We'll be doing singles matches soon because we're just even though it's not the end of the year, it's the beginning of the year. We are wrapping things up for this cycle, but we're going to start again, and we'll see you soon, Dylan. Appreciate you having me here.
Thank you.
And we'll bring in the end of our story, the end of the greatest story we've told this year in Why We Love Horror Trivia. Dean, I think everyone not that we didn't think you'd win. I thought there was a chance you were going to take it too. Like, you were leading into round 2, you were competitive all throughout, and I think if you keep going at this rate, you're going to have this belt. I'm confident. How do you feel?
I hope so. Yeah, I feel great. I thought I played really well today. Just the one It Follows question is going to haunt me. I just saw the pool, everyone around the pool surrounding it, and I just threw out the answer. Maybe should have thought about it a little bit more. Maybe could have got to that. I needed you to say it was incorrect, Aaron, for me to be like, well, what else could be? And then I remembered all the things around it. So who knows if I actually would have got there. But yeah, I didn't do as much Micah Monroe as I should have. That came back to hurt me a bit in round 2. I did not have as good a round 2 as the other players did, and I lost the lead there. So that's the only round where I'm like, well, maybe a little bit better. But the rest I'm fine with.
And a great life force poll. I think, you pulled.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, fantastic life force poll. I think so. I think, and you're still in the running for the team's belts, which I think, given your partner, you have one of the greatest shots that's ever been shot in this league to win those belts.
Yeah, I just let him choose all the categories, do everything. It's great.
Well, we'll see you there shortly.
Cool.
We'll put you backstage. Talk to the man who will not. He wants to leave. He won't leave. Luis Boos. You're going to be here for a while now. The benefit of being champion is you play less matches. So
yeah,
there's that.
Except for when I play teams with Anthony, I guess.
Yeah.
Which
you
also
still have your shot. You still have your MVP ambush shot, which I imagine you'll cash in on Dean and Shannon when they win the belts.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Yeah, man. I don't know. This was a close one. After round 1 and 2, I was like, yeah, there's no way that I'm coming back. I was lucky that I got the fucking steal there with the It Follows question, because I thought after my round 2 went pretty solid, but I thought, well, these guys will just kick the shit out of me. But then it helps from time to time that I know of movies like Impedagor and have seen the posters. So I feel like these clips and posters have saved my ass once again from having to do actual trivia preparations.
Yeah, I'd say the clips swung it in the championship match. The posters swung it in this match. So I imagine you're going to keep picking those every time we see you.
Probably, yes.
All right. Well, Luis, congratulations. Go to bed. All right, you're up way too late. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Aaron, your final thoughts on this match?
Yeah, this was the definition of a perfect 3-way. Insert joke here. All 3 had the lead at one point in this match in different rounds. I think that's a pretty good sign of a well structured game, and all 3, could legit and probably will be with Dean, I guess, champion eventually when Luis decides to retire voluntarily because he's not going to lose apparently. And you've seen the poster for Impedagor now. Now go see the movie. Thank you.
Absolute banger. Anyway, that'll do it. If you made this far in the episode, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Tell people to play in the league. Have people participate however they want to on this page. Sure. Hey, Letterboxd challenge. You can do that too. Pause, go there. That's our Letterboxd challenge. I appreciate if you did that. Until next time, for Luis Boos, Dylan Vanthuyne, and Dean Manness, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. This has been the 3-way championship match of Why We Love Horror Trivia in the singles division. Here comes that schedule.